Hey guys, this is Jamal. Thank you for joining me today. And today I want to talk about something I really think that's worth talking about, something that is really crucial. It has to do with the Moroccan community here in the United States. I live in Washington State. I've been living here for a year. And before that, I lived for 15 years in Florida. So, one thing I would really like to talk about is the Moroccan community itself. Um, I personally believe Moroccans are very intelligent. They speak many different languages, and I believe they can really do wonders if they actually put their talent and their skills into use. But unfortunately, what I notice, if you are on different Facebook groups related to the Moroccan community, most of the people ask questions about driving for Uber, driving for Lyft, delivery jobs. Now, while there is nothing wrong with work, I personally believe any work is work, but it's really sad to see Moroccans who have degrees from Morocco come to the United States and then waste their life, waste their talent, and waste their skills uh, doing jobs like Uber and Lyft and delivery stuff. As I said, I am not looking down on these jobs. It's okay to do these jobs when you're just starting, but come on, you came all the way to the United States. And instead of investing in yourselves, instead of maybe going back to school, it doesn't have to be a college degree. It could be like a trade school. It could be some type of certificate. There are so many certificates that literally take you like months. And once you obtain that certificate, once you get that certificate, you will be able to probably make six figures instead of driving Uber. Again, I'm not saying anything against these jobs, but when you see someone driving Uber for 4, 5, 6 years, that's really a problem. My friend, I believe that you're smart, you're capable, and you have so many skills that probably most Americans don't have. So, put a little bit of effort. You've already made it all the way to the United States. Invest in yourself and do something better. I personally came here on a student visa, so I had no choice. I had to go to school, get a degree. That's the only way I could get a job. I could not just work off campus. I could not just get any job like in a restaurant. That was not allowed under the type of visa. Another thing I want to talk about is most of the people who come here go to bigger cities because they probably know somebody there, because somebody promised to provide them with housing and things like that. But it probably has to do with the type of, visa they came on. I think it's probably because most of the Moroccans here in the United States come on a what's called a diversity lottery visa. So I really believe that's the worst mistake you can do. If you really want to understand and learn about the United States and understand like America beyond New York City and Boston and Orlando, go to a smaller city. It's gonna be challenging, it's gonna be difficult, but I promise you it's gonna be worth it. I promise you the long-term goals way outweigh the challenges that you're gonna be facing. Yes, there may not be that many immigrants. When I first came to the United States, I used to live in Missouri in a small town called Cape Girardeau. There was barely any immigrants, barely any foreigners. I cried a lot, but that forced me to get out of my comfort zone. That forced me to practice my English. That forced me to get to know people who have different views, different religion, and different ideas than I do. And I'm forever grateful for that. After that, I moved to a small town called Pensacola, Florida. Again, not too many immigrants, maybe few Latinos here and there. But again, it's the Bible Belt. It's very conservative. People usually label the South as a racist place, but I promise you, it was the best experience I had. And there were jobs. Instead of being in a big city and competing with thousands and thousands of people over a few jobs, A lot of these smaller towns sometimes there's no competition. So maybe you're gonna stand out. Maybe you, with your accent, with your background, with your international experience, maybe it might just be the right person they're looking for. So please don't go to a big city. You can start in a big city for some time, but do not stay in a big city, and do not spend most of your life doing ride share jobs and delivery jobs. Tell me in the comment if you agree with me or disagree with me, or share your experience, share your opinion. Tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.